The Senate confirmation hearing is a cornerstone of American democracy. It's the moment where a nominee for high office is scrutinized in the public eye, and the Senate provides its advice and consent on behalf of the people. But what happens when the questions asked are about more than just qualifications? What happens when they probe the very independence of a powerful office, the boundaries of its authority, or whether personal loyalty has overtaken public duty? On October 7, 2025, Attorney General Pam Bondi testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee. The hearing was intended as a routine check on the Department of Justice's operations, but it quickly became a tense examination of major public controversies surrounding the department's leadership. Democrats on the committee pressed the Attorney General on whether she was turning the Justice Department into a weapon to target the political opponents of President Donald Trump. This is based on Senator Dick Durbin's statement that Bondi had left an enormous stain in American history by transforming the DOJ. A major point of pressure involved files from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. Bondi had previously promised maximum transparency and hinted at the existence of a client list. When the Justice Department later stated no such list existed and released only a tiny fraction of documents, it created a firestorm, even among political allies who had expected more. To understand the concerns raised at this hearing, it's important to look at the pattern of conduct that critics point to. Prior to becoming Attorney General, Bondi served as litigation chair for a pro-Trump think tank. In this role, she oversaw or authored briefs for lawsuits that sought to restrict ballot access and amplify claims of non-citizen voting, claims that a federal judge later said had no direct evidence. After the 2020 election, Bondi publicly asserted, without evidence, that Donald Trump had won Pennsylvania and that there was evidence of cheating. These claims were later dismissed by courts, and she has never recanted them. During her tenure, courts have ruled that at least 2 of her appointed prosecutors were serving illegally, a point Senator Durbin raised at the hearing as an example of how the department was making America less safe. Taken together, these documented actions, questioning election results, overseeing restrictive election lawsuits, and facing intense Senate scrutiny over the department's independence, form the basis of the ethical debate that surrounded her confirmation and tenure. This isn't just about one person or one political party. It's about enduring constitutional principles. Can the nation's top law enforcement officer credibly investigate anyone if they are perceived as overly loyal to one individual? The Senate's role is to ask this uncomfortable question. When a public official promises transparency on a matter of intense public interest, like the Epstein case, and then delivers the opposite, it erodes public trust. The Senate hearing is a key forum to demand accountability for those promises. Ultimately, this story is a real-time case study of the Senate's advice and consent power in action. It's not a one-time event at confirmation. It's an ongoing process of oversight, as seen in these hearings. The sharp partisan clashes are a feature of this system, designed to force tough questions into the open. The case of Attorney General Bondi's oversight hearing shows us that the confirmation process doesn't end with a Senate vote. It continues every time a cabinet official sits before Congress. The questions asked about loyalty, transparency, and the lawful use of power are questions about the health of our republic itself. What do you think? Was this tough oversight or political theater? Let us know in the comments.